There's three things that I like to talk about and learn about. And those three things are philosophy, mathematics, and psychology. And I was thinking about this today, and I wondered, why do I like these three things, and how are they connected, and why do I think that learning and talking about them is going to, has meaning or whatever. And I came up with a metaphor, and here it goes. So I was thinking about why I like philosophy, and the people that don't like philosophy will always have something similar to the same reason, and that reason is that, well, you're asking questions that are just getting answered with more questions. So why would you even ask the questions in the first place? You're not really getting anywhere. And I thought about that, and that's very true. If we got the meaning of life, like we just got it, it's 42, and I think life would be really boring because there'd be nothing to grow upon and nothing to build upon and things like that. And well, in the metaphor I was making, I called my interest in philosophy the growth or whatever. And then I thought, well, for something to grow, it has to grow off something, and that's mathematics, because math is different than philosophy because it's not opinion. It's not like looking at something and looking at it for what it might be or what it represents. It's 1 + 1 = 2. I mean, no matter what. Even if you say 1 + 2, 1 + 1 = 4, then 4 is just a new label for what 2 labels. I mean, even in a universe that, has 1 + 1 = 2, and 1 + 2 also = 2, it's just 2 is labeling more than one thing. So the concept of addition is just still there. It's something that doesn't change. So philosophy is the growth, and whatever's growing, it's growing on the ground, which is mathematics. So then I had one final thing, and that's psychology. And this one was a little difficult, and it's kind of abstract and whatever. But I attributed, because something grows on ground, but what is that something? And I thought, well, meaning. And I figured my life is finite, so I need to pass on what I'm learning onto someone else. And how do you do that? By understanding humans and understanding us and who we are and how we communicate and how I understand other people and how other people understand me. So psychology in this metaphor would be like communication or reality for humans, basically, like making it actually have meaning to our lives, the previous two things. So what's growing is humankind, and psychology is the study of humans and their psyche and everything. So by me understanding philosophy and pursuing it as something that's meaningful, that's coming up with new ideas, but where do I ground those ideas to which they can grow? Math, because it's objective. And what gives meaning to all this? People. So since I understand people, I can pass on this knowledge and this interest and something that I think is really meaningful and make other people believe that it's meaningful too. Because, if you find out the meaning of life and no one's there to hear you, does it really matter? I don't think so.